Bitcoin is currently breaking out of this very important momentum squeeze and it flips this trend towards an uptrend, which is a very bullish sign here. We are in some major profits on our trades and we closed one already out here, so please make sure to keep watching. We have been calling this very important power of 3 pattern on Ethereum before it even happened here. But first of all, please make sure to follow me over on X and subscribe on my YouTube channel, and then we will dive right away into the charts right now. Because Bitcoin is currently breaking out of this momentum squeeze, so we had support on the lower side and we had resistance on the top side, and every time we tapped resistance we saw a massive move towards the downside, and that's exactly what we saw on Monday. But we have been talking about it a lot. We had a very important support zone over on Bitcoin here. And in yesterday's video, I already talked that we tapped the support line and momentum was kicking in the market, which is a really good sign. If you anticipate on resistance there, you really want to have momentum to break through, and that's exactly what we have been seeing here. So we broke out of this resistance line, but how can we anticipate on this with a very big trade here? So first of all, we want to see this candle closed above, so we want to see strength. We don't want to enter a fake out here. If we see so, we can expect a little cool down towards the downside. But if that happens, I'm opening up some very big positions here, because this trade will literally bring us to a new all-time high, and I really think that you can hold this trade for approximately 115 to 120k. So I'm anticipating on this as well, as I have been doing on my previous trades. I literally called this trade live over on my X page, and fully transparent, you can watch it back. Fully transparent, before it happens I was in a little drawdown, but now I was in a major profit. So please make sure to follow me over on X to never miss a move like this once again. And if you want to trade Ethereum, Bitcoin by yourself, please make sure to sign up over on Blofin in the link in the description to also catch these very juicy trades here. Then if we look at the Bitcoin chart here, and this is the structure chart, we can see that we created a lower low, we created a lower high, we created a higher low, and we created a higher high. So that means that we are currently in an uptrend here on Bitcoin. And what does that really tell us? That we can have a little cool down, but if we have a cool down, we expect to create a higher low, and after that higher low we expect to create that higher high. So this is what you want to see, because if we drop towards the downside now, then we anticipate it on a higher low, and then we move with a higher high towards the upside here. So that is something really important, that we see that price is bullish enough to create that higher lows and higher highs. So that is what I'm expecting next. And also on this chart, it looks really bullish, and I really think that a new all-time high is going to happen anytime soon here. If we look at the liquidity, both sides has been swept. The lower side here has been swept exactly like we predicted, and I've been calling this one as well in the videos. There was liquidity stacking below us, and I said we need to take it out before a big move towards the upside happens, and of course it exactly happens. Why is that? Because if everyone is in a long position here and price moves vertical towards the upside, that means that everyone is in a profit, and in this market, in a financial market, that's not possible. Also, we took out the top side here, and now we have some liquidity above and below us, but it's not that big here. And then my Ethereum trade that is open right here over on Blofin is currently in a $21,000 profit, or $20,000 profit actually. I've been calling that I wanted to open a trade right over on Ethereum. I'm currently in it with a very nice profit here over on Blofin. And yeah, I've been calling the markets for the last few weeks exactly as predicted, also with this Bitcoin move, and also with these certain moves like here, how I wanted to play it. It will be playing out exactly as predicted. So please make sure to follow me over on those socials, because you could literally catch a 50% move here by yourself. And yeah, that's literally the profit you could make here. And you missed out because you didn't follow. So then if we look at Bitcoin here, is that the miner selling pressure is collapsing. So the relentless dumping is drying up. So miners usually sell their Bitcoin because they have like electricity costs and costs to run the company actually. But they need to sell their Bitcoin because their reward is in Bitcoin. So for now, they're not dumping their Bitcoin, so they're holding. And that is a very, very good sign here. And if you look at the past, this is where the monster rally start, when miners stop selling their Bitcoin, and that's exactly what we want to be seeing here, because that will eventually, for dry up, be very important for drying up in the liquidity. So and for a very important supply shock here. So this is very, very good to see here. And then this very beautiful power of three pattern. We call this one exactly here, and I will let you see here. We call this pattern, imagine Ethereum plays out the power of three pattern right here in accumulation. I'm telling you, I'm going all in without a blink. And what did we saw? This candle was this candle. We saw a move exactly below our accumulation zone. And when that happened, things looked very good. And that's why I opened this very, very big trade here over on Blofin with a $22,000 profit right now. After we saw that capitulation happened and we knew that we were in expansion phase, and I opened it right over here because I'm literally calling this move before it even was on the lower side of the range here, and it played out exactly as predicted. And I'm literally planning to hold this trade towards the $2,700 here. So that is my TP as well, and that will cost for approximately a 40k profit. So if you followed me over on X, you would have made a lot of money here, because I'm literally calling these moves before they even happen, or before everyone even thinks it will happen. So yeah, if this isn't your sign, I don't know what will be then. Then also something I've been calling here is this breakout on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. And I posted right over here this tweet. Ethereum Bitcoin just broke out with a perfect retest. The rotation has begun. Ethereum is gearing up some really big strength here. I've been calling it right over here, and exactly what we predicted. Of course, price moved up towards the upside. And if you listened towards this call I've literally done right over here, you would have made 6% more profit to flip your Bitcoin into Ethereum, and the upside is even more, like 9%. So that will cost for the 50% divergence between Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if this isn't your sign to follow me over on X and YouTube, then I don't know what will, because we literally called all these moves and we made a lot of money here, because I'm not yapping about very big moves or very big trades I'm opening, but I'm literally placing them really transparent here. So this was it for today's video. Please make sure to follow me over on those socials to catch these next moves with me, and I will see you tomorrow by a new one.